Good morning, friends. Today I am going to teach you how to introduce yourself. So without being delayed, let's start here. So look here, I'll just write down here some questions, and the answers of all those questions will be your introduction. So the first question goes here: who are you? You can all write down in your copy also the questions. Next question goes: what are you and where are you? Where are you from? And then the fourth is: what are your academic qualifications? What are your academic qualifications? What are your achievements? What are your working, or you can say professional experiences? And then another: what are your hobbies, or you can say interests? Number 8: what are your strengths? What are your strengths? You are going to write down. And then what are your strengths, and then what are your weaknesses? Weaknesses. Okay, friends. You first write down, then I'll explain each point. What you have to speak on each point. So, have you written? Basically, friends, there are 3 types of introduction. One is the short type introduction, and the second one is middle type of the introduction, and the third one is long type of the introduction. This is the middle type of the introduction. Basically, these questions are going to be asked to you in the interview. You want to get an admission in particular school, college. There you can be asked, or mainly in the oral interview to get a job in government jobs or in private companies. So these questions are very common, because why people will ask these questions to know your psychology, or what kind of the just individual you are. So that is why psychologically they are going to put these questions forward to you. So look here, I am going to make you understand now one by one. Who are you? Who are you means what? Your name. It means your identity. You have to speak your identity. Who means your identity, you have to speak. Identity. Okay? That means who you are. So while giving your identity, never speak that myself Pinky Bora. myself, Runasri Datta. No, this is wrong. I have seen that a lot of people in India, they are very well qualified executives. They speak myself, myself, Mr. Ganesh Hajirka, something this way, or myself, Mr. Sunil Verma. No, just you stop speaking this way because grammatically this is wrong. You have two ways to speak. I am Pinky Bora, you can say, or another way is that my name's Pinky Bora. Alright? In the interview, never speak myself Pinky Bora. Alright? Did you understand all of you? So, here, what are you? A lot of people are confused when this question is asked to them. What are you? They are confused. What means what? Some persons speak, I'm a boy, I'm a girl. No, we can see you that you are a boy. We can see you that you are a girl. We don't want to just know that you are a boy or a girl. Yes or no? You can see. So why people will ask this one? So what means your profession, occupation? What means what? Profession or occupation? Occupation, you have to speak here. Alright? Your profession or occupation, you have to speak here. Just write them up. Just profession or occupation here. So you have to understand your profession or occupation. Alright? That means what are you? If you are a student, then what you have to say? I'm a student. And never say I am a student. This is wrong. Okay? What you have to say? I'm a student. If you are an engineer, then what you have to say? I'm an engineer. If you are a doctor, then what you have to say? I'm a doctor. If you are just a work employee somewhere, if you are working in different, certain department, then what you have to say? I am a govt employee, you can say, or I am a serviceman, you can say, or a woman, you can say. This way. So is it clear? 2 points. Who are you? Your name, my names, or I am. And here, what is your profession and occupation? If you are a student, say I am a student. And where are you from? Here, look here. You have to say I am from Assam. I am from Jorhat, or you can say that your village name, and the district, and then the state, and then the India. This way you have to speak. That like I am from Majuli district, Majuli, Assam, India. This way. But if you are speaking just you are giving the interview in just Jorhat, then no need to say Assam and India, because people already know that that you are from Jorhat. But when you are giving your interview in Delhi or in Mumbai, then you can say that, or you can say that I am from Jorhat, Assam. This way. Alright? Did you understand all of you? If you are giving your interview in foreign, then what you have to say? You have to say that I am from Jorhat, Assam, India. Is that clear to all of you? And look here, many people say here, I belong to Assam, I belong to Bihar, I belong to Mumbai, I belong to this village. This is wrong, my dear friends. It is utterly nonsense to speak, because this is wrong. These people have never studied. Simply they have just listened to other speakers and they have copied that. So naturally they have learned, and without knowing whether it is right or wrong, they are just speaking. So never say I belong to, because the word belong to you cannot use where you stay, you cannot use for that. But you can use a belong to word, just like if you belong to a community, if you belong to just group, if you belong to a department, then you can say, just like I belong to army, I belong to air force, I belong to police, I belong to Hinduism, I belong to Buddhism. This way you can say I belong to Islam, you can say I belong to ASU, I belong to RSS. This way, these are the organizations. So you can belong to a group of any organizations, corporates, departments. There you can use, but never use this word I belong to the place where you live in. All is that clear? Yes or no? Clear? That's great. And another is that what are your academic qualifications? See here, academic. The right pronunciation is academic. Never say academic. Actually, academic qualification. It is said to say that in many government schools in India and in colleges, the teachers and the professors are just teaching wrong pronunciation. Why I am telling that? Here I have been conducting classes more than 7 years, so I am well just experienced in this about the pronunciation, about the teaching and all these things. That why I started just knowing why people are just doing the wrong pronunciation. Then later on I came to know that they have built up their wrong pronunciation from schools and colleges and moreover from the society also. So you have to build up your right pronunciation, because when you speak in English so fluently and if your pronunciation is not good, this sounds not good. It sounds totally awkward. And what I am telling that pronunciation, look here, a lot of people say pronunciation, not pronunciation, it is what? Pronunciation. So academic qualifications you have to speak. Is that academic qualifications whatever you have completed? You have completed matric in which year, from where you have passed in high secondary, graduation, MA, PhD, whatever you have. Just mention about your academic qualifications. And while speaking, just speak so confidently and powerfully and energetically and smartly. And then what are your achievements? Okay, you might be confused about this. My achievements, because some of you have some achievements, some of you may not have. So achievement means during your college days, if you have played something, if you have participated in something, if you have got any gold medal, any prizes, any certificates, so these are your achievements. All right, you have been awarded somewhere. These are all your achievements. So your awards or your certificates, apart from your academic qualification, whatever you have got in other curriculums, these are your achievements. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Awesome. Now let's move ahead. What are your working or professional experiences? Now the question is that if you are a student, then you don't have any working experiences or any professional experiences, yes or no? So what you have to say that you don't look here. You don't have to mention this point. What those points which are mandatory, I am giving you a star symbol. These are mandatory. You have to speak. These are mandatory. You have to speak. These are mandatory. You have to speak. But this is not mandatory. This is not mandatory. But this is mandatory. You have to speak. This is mandatory. You have to speak. This is mandatory. You have to speak. These 2 points, if you don't have your achievements, then it is better to hide this. Don't try to mention this point. If the interviewer is going to ask you, then you just highlight this. Alright? Did you understand? And this point, again, working or professional experiences, you may not have. If you have, then you speak. I have worked for 2 years in ONGC, in Oil India, in this hospital, in that company, wherever you have worked. So you can mention your working experiences there, how you work there, or the experiences. Okay, and then what are your hobbies or interests? So interests and hobbies are both the same thing here. So don't try to be confused. If somebody will tell that, please tell me your interests, then you have to tell your hobbies. If somebody is going to ask you that, please tell me your hobbies, then you have to speak the same thing here. So your hobbies you have this. That means look here. Here you need to be very, very conscious about telling your hobbies. Why? First of all, just speak genuinely whatever your hobbies are. Okay, one thing is here that need to be put in notice here. What are your hobbies? So here I have written in plural form. So if you have more than one hobby, then you have to say that my hobbies are just like reading motivational books, swimming, jogging, dancing. Then this way you can go on. Or if you have only one hobby, then you can say that my hobby is that. Just my hobby is watching television. That's it. But if you have more than one, then you have to say what? My hobbies are. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, that's all right. That's good. So now, what are your strengths? When I put this point to a lot of people, then they are quite confused, puzzled to tell what are my strengths. If I ask you what are your strengths, could you tell me? Now exactly, maybe you will be confused to tell me. Could you tell me? Thinking what are your strengths? You'll be a little confused to tell, right? Could you read? Some of please. Okay, let me give you some ideas how you can tell your strengths. Here I am going to write down. Strengths means आपकी कौन सी शक्ति, मतलब आपका अच्छा गुण क्या क्या है. Just like 3 or 4 examples I am giving you. Then your mind will get some directions to find your own strengths. Just like you can say that my strengths are, number 1, just like I am punctual. You can say I am punctual. What is punctual? Punctual means you follow the time exactly. If you have to reach someone at 9, then you reach at 9. When you give a word to someone that I'll do your work at this time, then you do it. You never delay. You always do everything timely. This is the punctual. And why you have to say punctual? If you say punctual and you are applying for a job in any company, then what they will think? What kind of the impression you are going to create into the interviewer's mind? Just you think that, oh, he or she is a punctual, because the boss always wants punctual, candidates. Those who are very punctual, because boss always wants people to come office on time and do their work honestly, honestly and timely. Yes or no? That sounds crazy? So now see, I'm punctual, you have to say. Another is, you can say that I am amiable. I'm amiable. Amiable means what? In Hindi it is called mitrasar. Mitrasar. That means you are very easy to adjust with everyone, and you are very frank even to adjust with everyone. That means you are very frank and flexible to adjust in any situation with everyone. Amiable, mitrasarva. That means you are coming to this classroom, okay? Suppose that somebody who is not amiable, he will sit at the corner for 2 or 3 or 5 days, but he is not going to step to someone to introduce himself or herself. Hello, where are you from? What's your name? Going up join this class. He or she is not going to just get connected with that guy. So if you are amiable, in one day you are going to impress others and you are going to make a friendship with everyone. And those who are not amiable, they stay away from people. But those who are amiable, quickly they build up the friendship. Is that clear to all of you? That means if you are going to join an office, there what kind of the persons we need? Amiable persons we need. Otherwise, you rudely you will be just working and you will not behave nicely, you will not smile. As you know that smile brings the ray of hope, the ray of joy, the ray of happiness. So you need to have a smile on your face, genuine, bright smile, shining smile. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. So this way I am amiable. That means I am amiable. You can say, or what you can say also, I am an amiable person. You can say. Okay. Another you can say that I am pragmatic and meticulous. I am pragmatic and meticulous. Let me make you understand. I hope you are getting some new words here. Pragmatic and meticulous. What makes a sense here? See here. So pragmatic. Pragmatic means, the definition of pragmatic is you solve the problems not on the basis of theoretical ideas or theories, but on the basis of practical situations. It means you are good at solving problems practically. It is not just I have got this theory, I have this idea, so I will do this. You are very rigid to solve the problems as you have got the ideas and the theories. But pragmatic says that what the situation demands you to do it, just do it that way. Not about your theories, follow your theories on the ideas. So solving problems in a practical way would rather than solving problems in a theoretical way or on the fixed ideas or theories. Is that clear? Suppose that I'll tell you, if something you have learned from your scriptures, that never do this way, this way, this way. But somebody is dying in front of you, and if you follow your structure, that person can die, or the teachings from some persons, from your family members. So what will you do? Will you let that person die, or you will forget all those teachings and you will do what exactly the situation is demanding you? Obviously, you will do the practical things what can save that individual's life. Yes or no? Yes. So this way you have to do that. And then meticulous means do everything paying very close and careful attention to every detail. Is that clear? Do everything paying your very close and careful attention to every detail. That means what it is going to create an impression upon the minds of the interviewers is that if you say meticulous, it means you are going to create a positive impression. Why? Oh, that means you do everything very carefully and you give your careful attention to every detail. This is what we want, yes or no, in our offices. In our offices, we want this kind of the candidates. When you are doing something, you do it, your 100% report, careful attention and to every detail. This is it. So there are many strengths. Another you can say that this way, I am a positive thinker. I am a positive thinker. You can say that I always find positivity in every person, in every situation. You can say that. Another you can say that I am fond of learning new things every day. This way you can say that. So there are many more. I hope that you have got some directions how to find out your strengths. Is that enough?
Yes.
Are these enough? Yes, good. Now you see, what are your weaknesses? What are your weaknesses? What you have to say. So frankly speaking, my dear friends, when you are giving your introduction to anyone, don't put a lot of your weaknesses. I know that all the human beings have a lot of weaknesses in everyone. Even you and I we have. But what we have to do that, if you are going to speak your weaknesses, nobody likes your weaknesses. A person is going to give you the job. Why he will listen to your weaknesses more, and after listening, he will select you. There is less chance. So try to just tell what you have to tell that about your weaknesses. If somebody is going to ask you, sorry sir, I don't have any weaknesses, but I can tell you one that I can easily trust anybody. That's it. You understand? Actually, it is your own weakness, but this is their benefit. So ultimately, it has two sides. It is your weaknesses that you easily trust anybody, but this is going to create a positive impression in their minds. Yes or no? Oh, he or she will come and they will easily trust us. That's good. That's wonderful. Awesome. They will think that. Did you understand? This way you can go. Or there are many weaknesses. Just like I'm talkative, I become emotional so soon, I have no confidence. There are so many. Or there are strengths also you can put. I can speak English so confidently. I know these are the languages. I am very good in this. I am skillful in this. Your strengths you have to highlight. And while speaking, you speak so omnisciently. Omnisciently means so attractively, because your words have the power. Your words must be penetrated into the subconscious mind of the interviewers. If you have the ability just to direct the subconscious mind of the interviewers, then the images of you will be just wandering into their heads, and probably they will tend to select you. So that is why you have been studied for 25 years, 20 years, 26 years. But just in 5 minutes of oral interview, your life is going to be decided whether you are going to get the job or not. Yes or no? So that means 5 minutes of oral interview equals to your 25 years of education. That's really sounds so awesome. Yes or no? Isn't it amazing? Amazing? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what you have to do that, you have to write down the answers, you have to practice, and you record yourself in front of the mobile camera. You have the smartphones, so you just make the use of smartphones. Smartphones are not only to just make the calls and be busy on WhatsApp and Facebook. Smartphones are really great to earn money, to learn, to just improve more, to grow more. You can do so many things on the smartphones, okay? So you can record your introduction yourself and just watch it. If it is not good, if you are not satisfied, again practice. If you are not satisfied, again practice. If you are not satisfied, again practice. Keep practicing until you are satisfied. And you can do mirror practice also. Then also here I'll call you one by one to introduce yourself. But I'll call you in the next class. You first practice. If anyone is going to speak just now, you can give your introduction. Anyone is going to speak today? Anyone? Introduction here? This introduction. Anyone please? No one? Okay, take one at a time. Another day I'll record the videos also. You prepare yourself to the best of your ability, very nicely, and come here, introduce yourself very nicely. So are you going to do that?
Yes, sir.
Just say yes, come on, my dear friends. Because
Yes,
you
sir.
have to do this, yes or no? This is the first time in the history that the time is so flexible to settle your life, to make the revenues, to do anything. You are more than you think you are, my dear friends. You are more than think you are. So don't think that you are here on this planet not to just settle your life. You are here to create a legacy behind you. You are here to create just a history behind you. You are here for the whole mankind, not only for you. If you have the brain and mind, you can do anything, you can become anything, you can have anything. So don't think too much. Find out your niche. Niche means the clarity what you want to do, and invest much more time there to produce the results. And one thing lastly I would like to tell you that only action produces results. Only action produces results. So you have to finally take the actions. While taking actions, I know that your mind will not fail to just practice. Your mind will not fail to practice. The job of your mind is to get only pleasure. And while practicing, your mind is not going to pleasure. But you have to make your mind convinced to practice. If you can do that, you will be an exceptional person in this world. You will be an extraordinary person in this world. I hope that you are all going to do. And not have, I'm so sure that you are going to do that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the points are very clear. Anybody would like to ask anything about this? That's it. Okay, let me review this. The first step of the introduction, you have to speak only. Can I have the marker? Only these 3 points. Okay, these 3 points. The first type of the introduction. What? Who you are? What you are? Where are you from? Suppose that you have to speak in a meeting. It's not in the interview that you are going to get a job. So in the meeting, you can say what? You can say that. Hello, good evening everyone, or good afternoon everyone, or good morning everyone. According to the time you have to wish. And then you say that, good morning everyone, I am Rahul Moran, I am a student, or I am an engineer, or I am a teacher, I am from Tinsukia district. That's all. Just speak on. And I have seen that many people speak that, hello, I am Pinky Bora. That's it. But audiences will be thinking that Pinky Bora, only the name you have said, but they will be thinking, what they will be thinking that, where is he from? What does he do? So that is at least your introduction must satisfy the public. Do you understand? Must satisfy the public. And here these introductions, middle type of the introduction for your jobs, you can go for that. The third type of the introduction, have you seen the introduction of any book, the introduction of any author? The long one, just 1 page, 2 pages. In any book, it is given the introduction of the book, the introduction of the author, so 1 or 2 pages, the long that. Then you have to write down everything about the author, about the man, where he was born, in which year he was born in, and then what was his mother, what was his father, about the family background, about his success, about everything. This is the whole stuff you are going to put there for the third type of the introduction. I hope that it is very clear to all of you now. Is that okay? Yes. That's all right.